Knowing this near universal pattern helps to assess new brands and existing ones.
What don't marketers know?
Quite a lot. Marketers, I actually live in an anything-goes world where the latest fashion or fad drives an awful lot of practice.
Segmentation is the recognition you can't serve everyone with equal satisfaction.
This is Zach Ansberry Show.
Welcome. On today's podcast clip, we have Professor Jackie Eastman of Florida Gulf Coast University, United States. So you have, you're currently the Professor of Marketing and Elikio, am I saying that right? Eminent Scholar at Florida Gulf Coast University. And I think you've explained the background and the connection there with your late father. Very, very great connection there. You've had really broad experience at a number of different universities. For context, I've only ever been here ever since my undergraduate through to now. So the thing I'm always curious about, you can visit universities, you can get a bit of a sense or a taste to their culture, but your experience across all three, is there similarities in their culture between them, or they're all different focused? One of them's more research focused, one of them's more teaching focused, others are more on-campus focused, others are sort of individuals who kind of work from home a bit more. Like, do these places change much, or?
Well, I think probably one of the biggest differences I've seen with Florida Gulf Coast being that we've only been here 26 years. It's the whole reason how it came into being was the businesses in the region said, we need a university. We need a university here because all the other state universities were all several hours away. And so the idea being, we need to invest in the talent here. And so sort of part of that, when you go to a university that's been in business for over 100 plus years, there's a lot of, well, this is how we always do it. Well, here, it's only been around for 26 years. So, there's, it's a more innovative environment with the, trying to innovate the curriculum that I think it's more open to innovation, being a newer school. And I think the industry here, because they're part of the reason why the university exists, that they really do invest in our students and our faculty. And so that, with being members of an advisory board, with talking to classes. So like we have Hertz Rental Car Company, huge rental car company. Their headquarters are here. Every semester they do a panel to talk to our marketing students. And are looking for students interested in internships for, career positions after college that, we have, a lot of career fairs, and so it's not just, here's the big university career fair. We'll do career fairs where a couple different majors might get together and do a career fair. I had a case, I was teaching synchronous digital marketing class, and we were using a simulation. And at the very last class, at the very end, a dad sort of popped in on the screen and said, I'd like to talk with you. And I thought, and so he goes, I'd like to meet with you. So we met after the semester was over, and his daughter did very well in the class. He goes, what's that simulation? I want to use that for my employees. And so I put him in touch. It was the Stu Kent simulation. So I put him in touch with Stu Kent, and now he uses their simulation because he runs a digital marketing company for part of his onboarding for new employees. And then he's like, would you ever need me to talk to classes? So then I've had him speak to several classes. And then we have a mentorship program. And I'm like, would you like to be, So then I had the mentor person that runs that program reach out to him. So now he's actively involved in our mentorship program with our students. And, he's now on the marketing advisory board. And this just all sort of happened within a couple, like a year and a half time frame. That those type of things, I think, is really something special.
Yeah. And may not have occurred elsewhere where it's, a little bit, this is what we've always done. Hi everyone, Zach here again, and just a few quick reminders before you go. If you're listening to the podcast and are considering incorporating it into your secondary school or university courses, then please let me know and I can guide you through the process. If you're enjoying the show and getting some insights from it, then please leave me a 5-star review on your podcast listening platform. It would go a long way to spreading the word. If you know someone who would benefit from this content, then I would be thrilled if you could consider sharing this episode and its knowledge with them. And finally, thank you for becoming part of the community for this show.